Globally, we require $600 billion every year, all the way to the year 2030, if we are going to maintain it to less than 1.5 degrees centigrade. It is 600 billion. Now the question is, who is contributing this money? The good news is that, globally, 51% of that money is coming from the public sector, whereas 49% is coming from the private sector. So indeed, globally, we are doing okay. But let's look at home. In Kenya, we have quantified the amount required. It's $6 billion, which is required every year for the private sector, or rather to fund the NDC that we've got, which is 32% of cutting of emissions by the year 2030. Now the 600 billion, let's go back to 2018. We have the latest data from 2018. It says that Kenya had financial flows for climate change worth 250 billion shillings. Out of that, only less than 10% was coming from the private sector. So indeed, the Kenyan private sector is not doing enough. There is opportunity. As I said, we require 600 billion every year to get to 2030 if we are going to deliver the 32% emissions or carbon emissions that the government have promised. Now, that by itself is a big opportunity. When we look at those numbers, you realize that close to 180 billion shillings is going for mitigation, which is my third point. And only like 20 billion is going to adaptation. Yes, adaptation is hard to do. It is hard to demonstrate the business case, but that's where the gems are. So my encouragement, again, as my third point this morning, is to encourage the private sector to tap that opportunity. First, from point 2 is 600 billion, which is required. How much of that share can we be able to take and make it good business? And the third point is that we must be able to grow our adaptation funding. We must be able to roll our sleeves, look into agriculture, look into water, and so that we can be able to provide our livelihoods with resilience.